So we can expect the post-protest slash riots corona infection spike when? And who will the mainstream media and company blame for that? So this is a thought. Right now, there's a lot of protests going on all over the world. People are violating curfews and shutdowns and social distancing and this and that and that and the other, because apparently people have forgotten that there is a pandemic going on. There is this coronavirus that is going around and killing all sorts of people all over the place. Especially in the United States of America, I've been told that apparently there is a group. It's a racist thing. It's a racist virus that's targeting black people and things like that. Then you have this event where I, I, I'm frustrated with some of these things. I try to just get some sense of this. It's part of my shorty series where I just think of a thought. But it's this. I was just watching. We've just been watching. We've been seeing the media talk about how these protesters who have been going out, these anti-shutdown protesters, especially they were talking about the ones in the Michigan, in the state of Michigan, the United States of America. Some of them went in with actual guns into the actual legislature, and they were like, "Look, this is not okay. We need to actually free us. We are objecting to what the government is making private citizens do. So we will go and protest at the government offices and buildings. And we will hold the politicians responsible for what they're doing." Yes, there was some clownish stuff going on. There was some two girls on stage doing some weird dance and things because it's the country-ass Michigan stuff. I don't know what they're doing. One of them was wearing a Barack Obama mask, and one of them was wearing some other thing. So there was some vaudeville type of action thing. But this is what happens. What do you think happens to these things? I just saw this clip from like the Daily Mail where there's some some female twerking in front of like something burning in the street. Like there's all sorts of things. So you're going to point out to that and be like, oh yeah, look, these two girls, that shows how ridiculous this thing and all these things. But anyway, so those people went with guns. They were protesting at many people were protesting at government buildings because of what they were saying the government was doing to them. Nobody was shot. Yes, they had guns. Yes, they were shouting. Yes, they were stopping people from driving and things like this. But nobody was shot. But they were being told, people were saying, the media, a lot of people in the media were saying, look, these people are endangering themselves. There was several people, or I saw several occasions. I want to be very specific with my words here. Several occasions where people were saying, if these people go out and during these protests get coronavirus, they should not be given access to healthcare because they have intentionally violated these stay-at-home rules to go out there and actually expose themselves. So now going to expose health officials and other people is wrong. They're intentionally doing this, so they should die from that. Those people were saying that, and I'm saying, look, these people's livelihoods are being threatened. Some of these people are committing suicide, some of these people are falling back into drugs, some of these people would put all this time into their business and all this and this, all this and the other, and they just say, let us take this risk for ourselves. We want to actually be out there. If people want to do business with us, they can do business with us. If they don't, they can stay at home. Nobody's forcing you to leave the house and things like this. We're just protesting this. This is why we're out there. We see there's a wrong, so we are out here protesting. This is our right to protest and things like that. And they're doing that, and I'm supportive of that. But people were damned for that. Right now, with the George Floyd protests and other things involved, these people are going out. They're not, yes, the Minneapolis 3rd precinct was burnt, but majority of the actual rioters and the burning and events have just been in the street, have been targeting private businesses and things like this. There's different videos being shown out there, and these people are not social distancing. Yes, some people are wearing masks, and that's another thing. People. This is actually a time when it's actually okay to wear masks, and there's still tons of people around here committing all these crimes and things like that without masks on. You see some of the people, the black dress people might be Antifa, supposedly white supremacists, all these kind of things. They're doing different things. It might be undercover cops and things like that. They're wearing masks, but just look at the amount of people. Do they just think there's no way you're going to be able to arrest these people? And when it comes down to it, how many people are actually going to get arrested from these things? But anyway, some people seem to be going out with impunity. I'm like, look, guys, you can actually wear masks. It's actually allowed to wear masks. And now also the state and things like that. Those people are like, we were telling people they must wear masks, and now people are walking around. Some of you wear masks, we can't be able to identify them. Might not be the best idea to encourage people to walk around without masks. But anyway, so it goes with this thing. Some of these people are not social distancing. There's all kinds of things going on. They're targeting private property. They're being extremely violent and things like this. People are already losing businesses as it was. People are losing jobs as it was. And then you add this violence, you add this kind of destruction to it. You add people supporting people saying, oh, yeah, you should burn this down. Oh, don't come to my neighborhood and burn this down. People saying, we're going to come to the suburbs and things like this. It's ridiculous. But now I'm just wondering, will the mainstream media, will the people that we're talking about protests shouldn't be allowed right now, that stuff can wait, wait and protect the general society. We know you personally have issues. You want to get a haircut, we know this, but it's all about the greater society needs to be protected from this global pandemic. Are people going to say the same thing right now? And who's going to be to blame for that? You know, they're talking about, oh, it's Trump. It's all these people saying we need to liberate this place. We need to liberate that place. So when Trump was saying that, and I think he was hinting towards liberate in the political sense. Yes, you go out there and you protest. Yes, you go out there, but then you go to the voting block. Are people going to say we need to liberate black people in this kind of sense? How are they going to say who's being liberated in this situation? You look at the demographics of the people protesting, it's rather mixed. You look at the demographics of the people who were involved in that arrest of George Floyd that led to his death. It was also mixed. This is the melting pot. This is the United States of America. This is the thing. I just talked about this in a recent reading of the posts on Trump's wall post where I was just talking about America isn't a dream. It's not a nightmare. It's reality. The life is real. Wake up. Wake up from these dreams and nightmares that you have and look at the actual facts and results and things and the reasons people do things. So that's it for now. It's part of my shorty series where I expand on short thoughts. And it's going to be more coming. I've got some videos lined up. It's going to be a video, at least right now I have it set up so there's videos on every Wednesday, every Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday. Some of these shorties and some of these other videos that I have that are not time sensitive, I'm going to be loading them up, so you're going to have at least content on those days for at least the next 3 months. That's already set up. You're going to have content then. When I have something like this that is more time sensitive, I'll just be posting them on the Mondays and Tuesdays and then Thursdays and Fridays. Or sometimes if it's completely very time sensitive, it might be on those days. So the time sensitive ones I'll post as soon as possible, but you have guaranteed content Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday. So please, if you're not subscribed, subscribe. If you are subscribed, hit that notification bell because you're still not getting notified on it. But if you remember this, you can just come back on every Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday, and you'll have content. And sometimes you'll have more than one video because I would have posted some things between then that are more time sensitive. Okay, so that's it for now. Links to the merchandise store to help me out. I appreciate you taking your time to actually come listen to this. What were you doing on the weekend? Were you out there watching people do that, or were you watching the amazing SpaceX launch? That's what I was watching all weekend. Okay, goodbye.